Our mission at Extreme Teachers, we help teachers discover their superpowers and then help them transform the lives around them. Being extreme makes them that teacher. When I say that teacher, what do I mean? That teacher that's willing to go beyond the walls of their classroom to impact the lives of their students. Let's go, y'all. Hey, come on in, come on in. Let class begin. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's go. Look, when you gonna teach? When you gonna teach? That's my question tonight. When you gonna teach? We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's go. So we read our mission statement for extreme teachers, and I need you to repost, tag a teacher, repost, tag a teacher, repost what? Tag a teacher now. Repost what? Tag a teacher now. Let's get it. All right, rock and roll. All right, do not forget to follow me on my YouTube page. Please subscribe. I'm saying follow. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Hey, Janine. Where's Jeray, Janine? Uh-oh. Call your girl. Let's get it. All right, so we are asking you to subscribe. Let's get in and out because I'm going to be fussing a little bit tonight, so I'm not going to tarry long. Last night, we talked about what teachers really need to be heard about: supportive leadership, engaged parents, safe environment, sufficient facilities, all of that. Yes, and more, plus more. So go to my YouTube channel. You can see all of the old videos that we did, as well as the new ones. So you can finish watching this one from yesterday. So something always wrong. Something always wrong. When you gonna teach? Okay, we've been in the pandemic for a year. When you gonna teach? Something always wrong. They got 35 kids in your class. We in March. They didn't have 35 in your class since August. When you gonna teach? Yeah, I'm not gonna be the nice one tonight. Y'all not gonna like me. I already know. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, let me get my cap right, get it on, because y'all ain't gonna like me. And I'm clear on that, and I'm cool with that. But when you gonna teach? When you gonna teach? Something always wrong. Co-worker did something, some parent pissed you off. Something always wrong. The custodians didn't put your desk back right. Something always wrong. When you gonna teach? I work with educators from around the world, and it's irritating to always hear that something's wrong. Well, the way they got us doing, we go to school, and then, man, next thing you know, we out of school because of the pandemic. When you gonna teach? You should know by now to be ready to teach virtual at any moment. You already know that. You know you got to be isolated if you get exposed. Let's get it. When you gonna teach? Let's stop. When you gonna teach? The kids don't turn their cameras on. I can't get one to turn their camera on and teach to that one, and the other ones will listen. When you gonna teach? Something always wrong. Something always wrong. They don't turn their homework in. Oh, teach. You got to figure it out. But what we can't do is stop teaching the children. And if you get frustrated, then your energy towards making the lessons amazing goes down because you're thinking they're not going to turn their cameras on. They're not going to listen. They're not going to do their homework. So why should I do all of that? Your excuses don't excuse you from teaching. Your excuses don't excuse you from teaching. Stop looking at all the stuff that ain't happening that's wrong. My union say I don't have to turn my camera on. Come on. Really? Y'all could have did a conference call if wasn't nobody going to look at each other. If you ain't going to turn your camera on. Come on. Stop. Something always wrong. When you going to teach? I'm not going to stay here long tonight fussing because I just got frustrated. When you going to teach? The parents don't return our calls. Email them. Text them. Remind is a blind text message system. Text your parents. Do old school. Go to the house. But stop complaining about a job that you are doing and getting paid to do. Yes, some of the teachers are going to hate me. Y'all might drop some crazy stuff in the chat. I'm good with that. But when you going to teach? When you going to teach? At some point, you have to stop complaining and teach. Stop talking about who's not doing what and teach. Because if you're complaining about what they're not doing, then you're really not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So ain't nobody doing what they're supposed to be doing because you ain't teaching and you was hired to teach. But your energy is focused on what everybody else not doing. So who's losing? The kids. So that's why this year with Extreme Teachers, our theme for the conference is kids over curriculum. My curriculum's so old. Well, find something to download. Find some videos that go with your lesson. When you gonna teach? The complaint department is closed. Complaint department closed. Stop it. Teach. Well, they ain't locked in on the contract yet. I'm waiting. What you waiting on? You got kids in your class. Teach. Something always wrong. Something always wrong. When you gonna teach? The principal this, the principal that. Principal don't like me. I don't like her. So you wasn't hired to like her. She wasn't hired to like you. Teach. Stop acting as if all these things around the circle stop you from doing what you were hired to do that's in the circle. It doesn't stop you from teaching. It can be as irritating as it wants to be, but you still need to teach every day. I don't care what initiative they come with, you still got to teach. I don't care what diversity plan they got, Castle, you still got to teach. You went to school to learn how to be a teacher. You didn't go to school to learn how to be inside of a school and teach. Nobody promised you walls. Nobody said school wouldn't be virtual. Nobody said any of that. So let's stop acting like it's other people's fault while we not teaching. Come on. I'm tired. I'm on one today. I'm on one. I'm letting you know. I'm letting y'all know in the gate. I'm on one. Because I keep hearing about the complaints that we have as educators. And I know I'm not in a classroom and I educate educators. I get that. But the complaints that teachers have, come on, y'all, when we gonna teach? Who went to school to not be a teacher, but you a teacher? No. Well, you shouldn't have went. I don't know. Yeah, no. When you gonna teach? So this is what I need from you. When things seem to be getting in the way of you teaching, remove them or focus on what you need to focus on. Rechannel your energy to helping the kids succeed. What you can't do is not teach because that's your job. Those kids are counting on you to show up every day. And when you show up, you need to show out daily. You need to show out daily for these kids. You cannot come to work and not teach because other people have pissed you off, or you get on and just skim over the stuff and you don't know if the kids have mastered it or not. Stop. Something always wrong. When you gonna teach? So the next time you're having a conversation with someone and you're complaining about what's wrong, I want you to say to yourself, when you gonna teach? When you gonna teach? Because right now we got a whole complaint department in schools. We got a whole complaint department. You done saved on gas all year. You thought about that? No, but you mad because they keep teach. Look, y'all, I never was a person that knew everything in my contract. I didn't. I taught. I know some people gonna step on my toes. Some people gonna have some things to say. I hear you. I just wasn't that teacher. I was the teacher that cared about the kids, connecting with the kids and doing all of that. I thought my job was glorious. I get how many days off? I get the weekends off. I get a day every month. Oh my God, I get 3 months in the summer. What? I get paid over the summer and I ain't got to work? Come on. I used to tell people all the time, if you not a teacher, you crazy. I would go into education, man, teach. Something always wrong. When you gonna teach? So that's the message tonight. When you gonna teach? I ain't gonna tarry long. I ain't got nothing else to say, but when you gonna teach? Yes, they asking you to do more, but it's in you. That's why you're that teacher. You're extreme because it's in you to go to the next level. It's in you. It's in you. You got this thing. And guess what? If it ain't in you, then you don't need to be in education. Hate me. Do what you got to do. Do the best you can and leave it all on the table and you're good. You're good. Do the best you can. And what we realize in this season, kids don't need to be in school 8 hours no more. We realize that. That's one thing came out of this. Kids don't have to be in school all day to learn. Figured that out. If nothing else came out of this pandemic, we figured that one out. School has been shortened by 2 hours for some places. Then they go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So kids don't need to be in school all day, every day. Especially if we're not teaching them all day, every day. So guess what? Ain't nothing wrong. Go teach. Let's get it, y'all. That's all I come to tell you tonight. Ain't nothing really wrong. You were hired to be a teacher. You weren't hired to be happy. You weren't hired you weren't promised or hired to be in an environment that's going to be blessing your soul every day. I get it. I get it. I share with the teachers on the professional development tonight. I showed them where I started teaching. And some of the teachers started crying. Like, wow, you taught in that? Yep, I did. I didn't even, and I'm going to tell you this, what's crazy. I didn't even realize how bad it was because I was focused on teaching. I didn't even realize how bad it was until I got out because I was focused on teaching. And I remember the season in my life when my mother's kidneys were failing and they put her on dialysis and she had to move in with me. And I would get up and have her at dialysis by 4:15 every morning. Then I would go to work and I would leave work at 9 o'clock when she finished dialysis, go get her something to eat, bring her home, put her in the bed, make sure she was okay. And I would go back to school. Excuse me. And I would go back to school, finish my day, then come home and take care of my mother. Didn't even know I was getting up at 3:30 every day. Didn't know it. Didn't even realize it. I did what I had to do. When I look back after it was over, I was like, woo, girl. Oh my God. I was getting up at 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning. And going to bed, didn't go to bed till after my mother went to bed to make sure she was okay. I did what I needed to do to get done what I needed to get done. That's where we are in this season, y'all. Do what you got to do to get done what you need to get done. Let's go. I'm out. Nothing else to say.